back to the channel. So welcome back to part 2 of this room makeover. Let's go. Alright, so we've reached the fun part of this office makeover, which is decorating. So we're going to be decorating the top of this cabinet, and really I love this part because this is when the space starts to feel cozy, inviting, and full of character and personality. So I'm gonna switch over the camera so I can show you all what I've got. All right, so we got a mix of items, as you can see, to work with. These are a collection of the items that I have either thrifted from Goodwill or bought from Target, Home Goods, Amazon, you name it, as well as my books, some of my interior design books, and most of those I actually thrifted, as well as I found from estate sale. So let's talk about how we can use these pieces to create a well-balanced, cohesive look that will really elevate this office space. Now, a great tip to keep in mind when it comes to interior decorating is using the rule of 3. So the rule of 3 here is very important because this is when it creates a cohesive balance. So instead of placing items in pairs, that can sometimes create a too symmetrical and a stiff look. You want to group things in 3s to create a sense of visual interest and harmony. All right, I think in this corner I'm going to be placing my lamp because this room needs more lighting. This is where I put that. And then on the other side of it, to balance it out, I think I am going to put a vase with some flowers. First, let's try the black one. I don't know if I'm liking that black one because it pulls so much from the middle, and it's like black and white on opposite sides. I'm not really liking the look of it. So let's try a softer tone, which is this one.
I thought it would kill me. I thought it would kill me to fall again. But I hit the ground running. So I didn't feel a single thing. My mind was occupied, man, I was on a high. I could run forever to get a minute, just a minute of your time. If this is what it's like, I could get used to late nights dancing my place. I could get used to long drives, cab rides, your place. I could get used to be fighting just for the hell of it, and you putting up with it, 'cause you love me to bits. Late nights dancing our place. I could get used to this. I thought it would scare me. I thought it would scare me to let you in. But I was paper thin, you saw right through me and I gave in. My mind was occupied, man, I was on a high. I could run forever to get a minute, just a minute of your time. If this is what it's like, I could get used to late nights dancing.
We are going to install one of these door stopper. As you can see behind me, here is the door, and I put a mirror right behind the door, so I want to make sure that I protect it. I do have a door stopper at the bottom, and the doorknob itself doesn't hit the mirror at all. However, it's about this close, and so I don't want to take that chances, because you know what they say, if you break a mirror, that's bad luck for 7 years. I don't know if there's truth in that, but at the same time, it's better to be safe than sorry. So first things first, you would need to take out the pin on the hinges, and I've done that already, which is this right here. And You can use one of these pins to take it out with a hammer, push it out, push the pins out, and then you'll be able to use one of these. So as you can see, this part right here goes on the door itself and this on the door frame, and the hole that you see right there is what goes on the door hinge. The most important part of this is making sure the rubber piece is intact, because that will stop the hinges from grinding on the metal so that you won't hear any squeaking when you open and close the door. Also, as you can see, I put tape to protect the paint on the door as well as the frame. Because when you're banging on things, sometimes you can't help but hit that. So I will put this up with a pin, and then I'm just going to simply put this through, although I may need to move the tape now on this side. I had the tape below because that's what I was taking out the pin, and I wanted to make sure. Okay, I'm gonna need to open the door. And just pound that all the way. Now the curtains are hanged. Quick tip on this: when you are, hanging your curtains, you want to make sure that your rods extends beyond your window at least 12 to 18 inches, or maybe even longer depending on how wide your walls are. So for me, I actually extended the rod about 17.5 inches, which is half the width of the window. So that way the curtains can extend all the way without blocking any area of the window, and that makes your window look even wider. Now we're moving on to this corner right here, which is really just kind of a small space. So on this corner, I want to put a lamp. I think it's a perfect place for a floor lamp because it's right in the corner, which means that it will reflect light on both sides of the wall, since the light will be bouncing off of the corner. So I did find this lamp at Lowe's, and I love the Empire shade on this lamp, as well as this, I don't know if you could see, this little pool. However, I was quite surprised, and I guess I didn't really pay attention. All I looked for was a floor lamp, and I had expected it to be at least 5 to 6 feet tall. Obviously, I wasn't looking. I remember it being I thought it was 64, 66 inches. I obviously didn't pay attention, and I really wanted it a little bit higher. I was looking for at least 6 to 7 foot. I don't know if they really make that in a floor lamp. And so I came up with a solution, and I had one of those empty popcorn tin can. It's the perfect height, and seriously, it's the perfect height that I want. So I'm thinking of using this as a stand and putting the floor lamp on top of it so that it's more elevated. And eventually I think I will maybe spray paint this and really, permanently use it as a stand, because I don't really want to buy another lamp, floor lamp. So let's see how it looks. Oh yes, that right there is perfect. I love it. It's just above my monitor. I think eventually, I don't know, maybe I'll redo my office desk and switch out this monitor into like a landscape orientation, and then move everything so that everything is like, move all the monitors so that everything is even. But I do love the extra height that it added. That's the perfect height. I wanted it to be like obviously taller than me. I want to be able to see because it is right here on my desk, and since I'm in the corner, this lamp is perfect because I need to turn that on when I am on a video call, especially since I am against the window. I'm facing the monitor. When I'm on video call, everything is like super dark, like the frontal is dark, and so I need a light in front of me. Amazing. I love it. I love it right there. I just wish that the shade though is more white, because I mean, I love the texture of it. I love the color of the lampshade. However, because it's not completely white, it does kind of filter a lot of light. But I guess it works for now. So having that lamp in that corner is the perfect location because it will help when I'm on video calls. Since I'm facing the wall and against the window, sometimes I come off really dark. And so with that light being there, it will make everything look clear and bright. Now on the other side of my desk, as you can see, there's like a small space. I did buy Kingsley a new bed, which is this right here. I found it on Home Goods. This was, I think, I don't know, like $24 or $19.99, somewhere around there. I love it. I love this little leather tan pool. So Kingsley loves to hang out with me. Obviously, he's such a mama's boy. And so during the day when he's taking a nap, he loves to just be around me. And then, and that is why I have his bed right here. I think it's like the perfect place for his bed. And then I have his plush blanket. So it's gonna go on his bed. We are almost done. Okay, next that we're going to tackle is that wall in front of me. So as you can see, it's very uninspiring. I don't have any motivation, but at the same time, I haven't quite figured out yet really what I want to do there. So for now, I just want to put some of my family photos with, you know, my daughter and I, as well as my husband. So this wall right here will be a perfect spot to put some family photos. That way, you know, every time I look up, I am inspired. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe so you can come back for more. Until then, I will see you on my next one. Bye guys.